Best Dating App of 2024 Part 2. Let's go. In my last video, I reviewed Tinder, so in this video, I will be reviewing the other 5 apps that I've used. And let's start with Happen. The thing about Happen was it had a great idea. It allowed you to meet people who were nearby. So if you were in another part of your city that you normally don't go to, you could match with the people in that area and meet them for a quick date if the both of you wanted to. Unfortunately, I do believe that because it shows your general location, it can create a bit of a safety issue, and that could be why it never really took off with the user base. So even though it can be used to get quick dates, it never really got popular enough for people to use it consistently. Now let's talk about Coffee Meets Bagel. The main issue that I have with Coffee Meets Bagel is that it only allows you 20 to 30 swipes per day, and the quality of matches is not really there, so I end up swiping left a lot. I also noticed that the women on Coffee Meets Bagel seem to express a desire for marriage pretty fast, so I felt like that really wasn't for me. The app itself was also quite slow, and the user interface was not as friendly as Tinder, Hinge, or Bumble, which did not add to an overall positive enough experience for me. So OkCupid was really good when it started out, and I thought it had a lot of personality. I really enjoyed answering the quiz questions and using it to match with the women who were similar to me. Unfortunately, OkCupid was bought over by Match Group, and since then its quality has declined. Instead of encouraging their users to highlight their personalities in their dating profiles, it switched to a swiping culture. It became just like Tinder with a few added features, and that I felt contributed to its decline in quality. And next up is Hinge. Here's what I think about Hinge, even though it's owned by Match Group. Its user base still seems to be growing, and it feels as if it hasn't been affected by the cash grabbing that Tinder is obsessed with. It gives great matches, and for the free user, it does not pressure you into paying for a subscription. But because it's owned by Match Group, it feels like inevitably it will become just like Tinder further down the road. Otherwise, it is the second best dating app that I would recommend for now. And finally, let's talk about Bumble. I personally feel that Bumble is the best dating app out there right now simply because it will deliver you quality matches even if you do not wish to pay for a subscription. I also like that it allows me to express my personality in my bio, and it is the app with the least number of technical bugs in it. Basically, Bumble is what Tinder should have been. And there you have it. This is my list of dating apps from best to worst that I've used. Number 1 is Bumble. Second is Hinge. Third is Tinder simply because of its popularity. Number 4 is OkCupid. Number 5 is Coffee Meets Bagel. And number 6, the last one, is Happen. Again, simply because of the fact that it does not have many users to begin with.